Ruth was not a Jew, and she was in the line of Christ. And Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died, and she was left with her 2 sons. And they took them wives of the women of Moab. The name of one was Ophrah, and the other name of the other was Ruth. And they dwelt there about 10 years. And Solomon begat Boaz of Racham, and Boaz begot Obed of Ruth, and Obed begot Jess. She is not the only one, but you can read, if you try, there is more. But look into the bloodline, and you will see they married their kin, and God said not to. We can read this in Leviticus 18. But this is what they do. In Esther, we see there is a law concerning the cup of the king. And they gave them drink in vessels of gold, the vessels being derived one from another, and the royal wine in abundance, according to the state of the king. And the drinking was according to the law. None did compel, for so the king had appointed to all the officers of his house that they should do according to every man's pleasure. I do not remember a law that says that, but I am sure one will tell me in the comments, and tell me where it is to be disrespectful to your wife like this king was to his. Then the king said to the wise men which knew the times, for so was the king's manner towards all that knew law and judgments. And the next unto him was Carshana, Shethara, Admartha, Tarshi, Maurice, Marsena, and Memucan, these 7 princes of Persia and Media, which saw the king's face, and which set the first in the kingdom. What shall we do unto the queen Vashti, according to the law, because she hath not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlain? And Memucan answered before the king and the princes, Vashti the queen hath not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes and all the people that are in all the providence of the king Ahasuerus. For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes, when it shall be reported that the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the king's princes, which have heard of the deed of the queen. Thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath. This is not of God. This is of man, to rule man. As time went on, you could not even look at the king unless he called you. They went from King David fighting with them to I am too good for you to see. And all the king's servant and the people of the king's providence do know that whosoever, whether man or woman, shall come unto the king and to the inner court, who is not called, there is one law of his to put him to death, except such whom the king shall hold out the golden scepter, that he may live. But I have not been called to come in unto the king those 30 days. Even the wife of the king was not to look or speak to him. I would not like to not speaking to my husband, but some wives would like that, but not me. I love my husband. Then Esther bade them to return to Mordecai his answer, Go, gather together all the Jews that are present in Shushan, and fast ye for me, and neither eat nor drink 3 days, nights or days. I also and my handmaids will fast likewise, and so will I go unto the king, which is not according to the law, and if I perish, I perish. I see man made king unto God. We should look at what is right in God's law. Receive, I pray thee, the law from his mouth, and lay up his words in thy heart. See, man thinks when they are king, they are God. I do not need that kind of king over my life. They have no compassion for others in life.